The Warlord Legacy boon is called Mobilization. It gives you a giant pile of guns, ammo, and grenades when you settle your first home. Howdy y'all, and welcome back for some more State of Decay 2 action. In today's video, we'll take a closer look at the Warlord Legacy Questline and offer tips and strategies for completing it successfully. For those who may not know, the Warlord Legacy Questline is a set of story-driven missions in State of Decay 2 that can be completed after you've established a base, promoted a leader, and cleared all the plague hearts on the map. This questline is particularly challenging, but it's also incredibly rewarding, offering players some great rewards for their future communities. Throughout this video, we'll be providing a step-by-step walkthrough of the questline and offering tips on how to complete each mission efficiently. So, whether you're new to State of Decay 2, or you're a seasoned player looking for some tips on completing the Warlord Legacy questline, this video is for you. The first mission is the same for all leadership traits, a new beginning. It's a fairly straightforward mission that only requires you to speak with members of your community about how life will look after the Blood Plague. The dialogue with characters really doesn't matter. There is no right or wrong answer. All the dialogue options will be the same as if you clicked on them normally. And it's basically you just talk to a few folks in your community. You can read them or click on the one that just shouldn't be there. Having the dialogue is all you need to complete the mission. The number of folks in the community you need to speak with depends on the size of your community and will range between 1 and 3. Before going on to the Warlord specific ones, I want to cover a few things for you to think about as you're working through these missions so that you can prepare for them. Once you complete the final mission, you won't be coming back to this map. You'll even get a notice on the screen that says you ain't coming back, so you want to make sure you have everything ready for the next map. Have a vehicle ready that you're okay with losing. You'll need this for your final mission. If you plan to go up in difficulty with the next map, make sure you spend ammo packs, either at the armory or the storage where you can just simply separate them. The cost is more expensive as you go up in difficulty. One of the things that makes the harder levels more difficult, other than just a simple number and difficulty of the zombies, is supply management. So if you're still learning and uncertain about supply demands at higher levels, consider loading vehicles with rucksacks, like banditos, or you can stick them on the back of your characters and they can carry one. And finally, before you start your final mission, you're going to want to have a fresh leader. What I mean is, don't fall into the trap of staying on your leader through all of these missions, because they're going to be tired, they're going to have less stamina, less health, all of that. So get into a habit of switching characters every chance you get. That will make sure that your leader is fresh when the time comes. Okay, the next mission after a new beginning is Might Makes Right. You'll need a level 2 fighting gem for this. If you don't have one, or it's not been upgraded to level 2 yet, that will be the first step. If you already have a level 2 fighting gem, then you'll just go straight to the second part, which is to kill 10 zombies. There's also an optional experience boost task, but you don't need it to complete the mission. It also doesn't matter how you kill them. It does not have to be melee. Now notice that you don't have to wait until this mission to have a fighting gem built, so you can work on this in the early stages and have it all ready to go. Next is the Informant. A visitor will show up wanting to be recruited. They'll tell you you're in danger, and they'll give you the info if you agree to them getting recruited. You'll have time to check them out to see if you want them. You'll be told that their old enclave is trying to set y'all up. You can decline to get them now, but that functionally changes nothing. You'll still have to go out and fight them. So you might as well go get them. On this quest, you'll get an initial set of humans to engage with. Others will show up, though. Take them out. Quest done. Next to last is Personal Dead Zone. Here you'll need to go visit several enclaves to see if they've turned on you or if they're going to stick by you. So if they've turned on you, you're going to need to take them out. You may find out that the enclave got overrun by zombies. And if so, then you just take out the zombies that are there, and you're going to find a few that have a little coffin things over them. Those were the former members, and you can go ahead and loot them. Keep an eye on the mission requirements up in the top right. Just because you loot somebody outside does not mean that you've completed this portion of the task. Sometimes the options given to you are pretty much lose-lose. So do what you got to do and move on to the next enclave. Pretty much every time there's going to be one of the enclaves that has a note that's left behind that's a propaganda paper. So it lets you know that they, defected, but that's otherwise all you have to do there. You'll notice a similarity between the names of the enclaves and various enclaves that were asking for help earlier in the game. The more you help, the higher chance of coming upon enclaves that simply say, "We're with you, man, let's go." And that's all you got to do for that particular enclave. Bottom line, use your own judgment on whether or not you want to spend all that time or just kill whoever's there if they get ticked at you. And that brings us to the final mission, which is the Warlord finale, Smash the Coalition. This one's kind of a two-parter, and you'll see why I recommended having a fresh leader before you even got to this one. This mission usually starts off with telling you to go talk to one of the members of your community. As soon as you approach them, you'll get the "this is permanent, you ain't coming back" message. For the first part, you travel to a coalition base. It's up to you on whether or not you want to bring another member of your community. You may want to enlist a follower, as they can provide both storage space and extra firepower when you're fighting these last two sets of humans. Now, you'll even notice that the mission says to kill two of the coalition members, even though there were three triangles or three humans that are fighting against you. It's because once you kill the first two, the remaining one pulls the old Jar Jar Binks, "my give up," and essentially begs for mercy. Don't forget to loot the bodies of the two that you killed, as some of them may contain goodies. The remaining member of the Enclave is where you get the second part of this quest to go on to the Coalition headquarters. It's up to you on whether or not you want to let him go or you knock him off right there. The Coalition headquarters is usually in some type of warehouse or larger structure. If you want to maximize your looting on this stage, there's a couple things you need to take into consideration. One of them is that the quest will end when you've killed the last of them and you're inside the building. So what you want to do, unlike I did here, is to lure them out of the building. A simple trick would be to line of sight the last one outside of the building before you kill them. And make sure you'd already looted the other two by then. That will ensure that you get everything off all three bodies. That's all there is. Catch you in the next one.